All fire up in the studio. We're not just hosting the legend and the screen makers. We're also welcoming a movement. Back-to-back music, some of the greatest tunes, Nigerian songs that some of us used to do things with. Some of you out there listening this evening, I feel like I don't know, Fagotba, we wouldn't do this tonight. Otherwise, I would have said, I feel like the golden days of music are no more. All right, Ghana, and every corner where culture breathes. Today is not business as usual, but we are graced by the presence of two amazing walking paradoxes, audacious, or someone would say audacious, yet intentional, controversial, yet very calculated. A man whose very name sends ripples through Nollywood and beyond. He's not merely an actor, he is a cinematic juggernaut, a cultural disruptor, an unapologetic icon of reinvention. With every role, he redefines masculinity on screen. With every move, he's challenged convention. This guy is very unconventional. He is an entrepreneur, philosopher, risk taker, trend bender, and I love his fashion sense, I must say. Now, his 10 lives lives wrapped in one fiercely brilliant soul. If you have actually listened to his interview in-depth once, you'll realize that he's full of soul. From the red carpet headlines to spiritual awakenings, from explosive characters to calculated candor, he remains quite simply unboxable. Ladies and gentlemen, I woke up today and my producer had told me that I was going to speak to a legend, but then he topped it up for me with another screen god, amazing young gentleman who always has a way of charming his roles and making sure that your television set is always heated up and on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the studio with the legend, Iyke, and of course, Kenneth Nwadike. I hope I pronounced the name right. Yes, and I always love to see Lagosians in Ghana. It's beautiful. I know that there's a film that we will talk about, but before we get into all of that, maybe let's have a little tete-a-tete, have a conversation that the audience will slowly get into your world, and then we will get into the scene. So I'm going to start with Jim, because a lot of the audience already sent questions, but we'll come to that part. We need to start slowly. Now,
it's a long evening. Huh?
Yeah, looking back at your early roles, versus now, I've seen you in lots of movies. What has surprised yourself most, about your journey, your own growth? What really surprises you as an actor? What has surprised you so far?
My ability to grow, to metamorphosize into different narratives as I grew into the industry. There's a time I thought there's nothing else to do in this space. Wow. There's nothing else to harness from this space.
Wow.
And I went off to a better point where I started businesses and started entrepreneur pursuits. Most of the endeavors, places I planted my seed early in my day that were run by other people. I thought it was time to take over the helm of affairs. And then by God's grace, I started doing extremely well. And I thought there's no reason to do this any further. But I think that's where the experience, the Rubicon is reached, and then you begin to surprise yourself of how much you really love this, because you understand your love transcends paychecks, transcends some other cultural successes, and partnership you've garnered over the years, and then the sheer joy, the sheer spiritedness that comes from just being in that space is something that you can't replicate or parallel anywhere in the world. And then that's when that awakening comes that this is for life.
This is for life.
This is for life.
I mean, someone said one time you're probably busy on screen and doing what you actually thought you were made to do, and before you realize you've actually become an enabler. And I think that's exactly what you shared with us. Now on to my next question, and I've been wanting to ask you this question. Nollywood has exploded globally. I mean, we can't. The last time I was on a panel, and one of the panelists said, slowly Africa has become Nigerialized, and it's nothing we can do about it.
Slowly Africa has become
Nigerialized.
That is so, that is so bold.
And that woke me up, you know. And I love the fact that he said, there's nothing we can do about it. We have to embrace it and probably learn from what they're doing. And so my question is, like, what's one change you'd like to see in how our stories are produced? I mean, because you guys are at the front line, you know, and so moving forward, you've been there, you're still in it. And so how do you think, like, what one change would you like to see in how our stories are told?
I think basically when you follow histories of people that have done it at the epics, people that have done it with, you know, like unprecedented success. Of course, we have the barometers, the Hollywood, Bollywood, if you may. And one or two, the Canadian film industry as well has been extremely thriving at the highest level as well. The one thing that's a common denominator is government participation. The government support, the fact that degrees have been deliberated within their consensus, within their polity, to address their key challenges and then harness the talent therein, and then bring laws, bend laws even, if need be, at certain places to make it convenient and conventional for the artists and the creatives to thrive in their spaces. You can only do so much. And what you see is bare-knuckled endeavor that people rose seemingly out of nothing to world prominence, so to speak. So we didn't get any government support. We didn't get the leadership voices. All we've had to saddle with is criticism. It's not up to par. It can't be compared to international standards. And again, I asked them, what's the basis? You dare the audacity to compare us to an industry that a great part of their GDP were developed and a great part of the economy and their policies were molded to harness the growth and advancement of an industry. And you think you'd have done nothing, have the right to put your voice in the forefront and criticize people that created this simile out of nothing. And I think that is my greatest regret, if there's ever. I'm not a man that regret anything, but I think that stands boldly as a case study for how our people are the first to jump in the bandwagon to enjoy, you know, the byproducts of our successes, and yet they are obviously the ones that are heavy-footed when it comes to sit down and then helping out where they should.
Wow. I mean, like I said in my introduction, this is a man of soul. And if you listen to this last question, the answer well, you can tell. I mean, full of passion. And wow, I'm very much moved. I've always been a fan.
Thank you.
But having to talk to you personally and get to understand what you stand for, I think is beautiful. Now let's move to, you know, the screen. And not too long ago, I seen that you were in Abuja, and then you came to Lagos, and I'm hearing the sin, and I'm thinking, what is the sin all about? What is it about? Before I come to Kenneth, so I was trying to find a transition.
Yeah, thank you. By the way, let me return your compliment. No, you're too smooth with it.
Thank you.
No, you are, my brother. Incredibly worded. I salute you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, what is The Sin? I know it's a new film, but can you tell me a little bit about it?
I will shift the floor to Mr. Nwadike, because I experienced it for a year. He came in the middle of the vision and embodied it.
Wow.
So let him share with us. There's certain things I've not heard. You know, it's my kid brother, and he's an amazing man that I've grown to love as family. I mean, I've known him long before the product. People thought we met on the project, but no. Myself and his big brother were best of friends.
Wow.
You understand? So his big brother introduced me to him at home.
Wow.
And like many other introductions in the past, I just thought, yeah, you want your baby brother to be he's a great looking guy, extremely intelligent, but shouldn't he be in tech or as a fashion model? Because this one was starting chest all over the place that he was the one be there. And I said, this one a weightlifter now. You know? Yes, he's good looking, but let's try and get one of the top brands to take him. Yes. But you know, I was, and you know what? He proved himself not on my set. Whoa. I think he saw the skepticism on my face. He's yet to tell me, but he went out there and did a few movies and told his brother send it to him. This is the way I'm telling people. Your call card is not when the introduction and everything. Create your value.
Yes.
The man made 2 movies, not from my mantle, and said send it to him. I watched and said, say less. I'll take it from here.
Wow.
So let me let the man speak.
Mr. Nwadike, right? Nwadike. Let's hear from you. How does that make you feel? I mean, hearing it from Jim himself.
I mean, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my first time.
It's first time in Ghana, by the way.
Oh, wow. Welcome.
Yeah. That's what I told him at the airport.
Thank you, and it's going to be one of those experiences I will never forget. Jim has been a big brother.
Okay.
He's been a big in and out of the industry. You know, to hear him say it right here in front of us.
We're stingy with praise. And we're not emotional men. I'm always critical. No, you're doing it wrong. Let's do it. So this is the first time he's hearing me. Throw some flour. Don't get used to it, my friend.
You know, you caught me off guard.
Yeah.
You know my appreciation. It runs deep.
Yes.
It will never run dry.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
So I'm always down for your advice and your guidance and everything. So I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Especially for having me in Sin. Now let's talk about Sin.
Let's talk about Sin.
Sin has been, I call Sin a movement because it's been years in making, from the thought process of the story to putting it together. And this man is a genius because he's the original storyteller. So he brought in the story and brought in all the mechanisms to make it work. And of course, we are having Sin today, a masterpiece. But the journey wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy.
The truth is, it wasn't easy.
How's it like working with him, though?
It's the best feeling ever, you know. And it's funny because you're looking at someone who is a legend.
Yes.
And when you're on set with him, and you can tell how principled he is on set. And then when you sit with him, you know, someone who doesn't open up to everybody. And then you're sitting with him, and people are watching you guys laughing together and gisting, and they're like, that guy is not like that. You know, so it's always a privilege and honor to be by his side. You know, to know when he's upset about something or when things are not being done well. To have his ear all the time and his mouth, you know, telling you, look, I wish. So it's always a privilege and honor to experience it firsthand. And he's a perfectionist. Let me put it that way. He's someone that believes that if you're not giving me what I want, no, I cannot fly with you. I want it this way, and it should be this way. And you know, he's a thinker, and he's always trying to criticize. No, I don't want this. Let's do it this way. And that's how you know a genius. You know? You created this. How are you not criticizing it? Because I want it better. You know, so that's one of the things I pick from him on set.
Great.
And you look at him, you be like, yo, I thought I was a good actor. you think you're feeling it, and then you see him do it, you're like, oh no, okay, I'll put in my best. You know, so he's one person that you're always going to learn from him, anytime, any day, off screen, on screen, and Sin, yeah, we are close, but sin brought us closer.
Closer.
And shout out to Sin.
Sin. Shout out.
And you know, I must be honest, it's showing on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Right now, speak.
So because of this interview, I actually was going through, you know, so I can put my questions and all of that together. And I realized that my Prime account, I hadn't gone there for a very... And because of the film, I had to pay for it. Yesterday, I just had to subscribe again.
Yes.
Because I want to see it.
Yes.
But I wanted to have this interview first.
And
then when I sit back tonight and
Analyze it.
oh yes. Because of sin, I might be sinning tonight.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Because of sin, I'm a sin. Borrow, write down. Yes, it's sin.
Because I've called somebody that we're doing a film date tonight. And we will watch it. I'll definitely give my review tomorrow on this show.
Let's stick to the film. Stick to the sin.
Just the sin.
Because they'll be bad products of this sin. But
Speaking of sins,
yes,
though,
yes.
I chanced upon your famous post not too long ago.
Oh my God.
I think 2 days or yesterday.
Yes, yes. 3 days ago.
3 days ago, yes. And I chanced on that post. And I called a friend of mine, Kesta. I said, Kesta, is this the same woman we were talking about? And Kesta said, yeah, it's the same person.
I'm choking, man.
Sorry about that. What? Did you mean everything you said?
I rarely say something I don't mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rarely. There's no, my words, I'm bound to every word I speak. And I don't waste words. I think words
I like that.
is words of fire. It's the frequency, the vibration, the energy that goes out every time you want to present yourself in good light or in bad light. I've known this person over 2 decades of my life, where we've grown as friends, we've grown as brothers and sisters, and there's just there are few people in the world and myself around them. Okay, I express myself freely. What happened was a wordplay that was told in the space of a comfort zone that only 2 people or lesser even can cohabit. Because these are words that either resonates clearly in your head and never finds expression through your voice. You carry them forever.
Yeah.
Or one day you said, fuck it. Take a pen and let the world have a glimpse of how you feel about certain people.
Yeah.
And I know the feeling is mutual. There's nothing absolutely sexual about it.
Okay.
There's absolutely nothing. It doesn't even suggest someone I'm dating.
Okay.
This is my boy. Plain and simple. In simple lingo, street lingo, this is my boy. This is somebody without judgment or reservations. I can say, this is what I'm going through. And they will give me the most honest advice that come from only one place that God created, a female intuition. Okay? We don't have that intuition as men. We're
That's
driven to lead.
That's true.
We're driven to provide and protect. Something in us does not have a certain intuition that women are blessed with.
True.
So when you garner your tight circle of friendship, find somebody that is totally devoid of sexual tendencies or propensity in your life and suggest certain things that ordinarily you cannot express around men.
Say that again.
And there's certain things, certain tendencies you cannot express around men.
That's true.
It's a woman that will embody that sentiment, embody that vulnerability, and not sell it short when they reciprocate to tell you you're not out of place to vent this way. It's a pent-up emotion that men otherwise will see as weakness.
True.
But a woman, because once sexuality gets involved, it becomes corrupted.
That's true.
Okay, she will not give you honest advice, and you, in your right man, would think whatever she speaks of is biased, because it's not laden with emotion. But the one person that can sit across you and you look at her completely in her entirety, and there's no sexual urge when you speak your truth, and when she returns the favor, she speaks purely from a place of total and abject love for you, without the complications of sex and otherwise, or ulterior motives. That is the glimpse I let people in. It was a perspective. So whatever you garnered from that, whatever you express from individual or collective, again, I said, fuck it.
I mean, we're on radio.
You guys are going to pay for your time today.
I told myself I will be in trouble today, and it's already happening. But I take a cue from your post, and then next year, or this year, I don't know if it's this year, I don't know if the birthday is gone already. When it is Tiwa Savage's birthday, I am spending.
Don't say something about because, like, I think everything I said here, a lot of people catapulted the impression or perspective of it into realms that did not have anything to do with it.
No,
they read sexual undertones and otherwise. No,
I get it.
You have to be in that place with that person. That's
true,
space. Now, Tiwa Savage, my brother, when you throw that in there, you better throw back. Let them be some love. Don't get it. Who are you again? That won't go well. No, it never goes well. You have to get back the response she gave. Like Jimbo, it's been a journey. Okay.
And I thought that response was beautiful.
Yeah, there you go.
It was beautiful.
We don't have to explain to anybody.
Yes.
I don't owe anybody any explanation. You know, I read the area of comments that came from it, and all of a sudden, a group of men, different generational, kind of men, were suddenly emboldened to say, "Oh, we can speak like this and get away with it." And people, we can speak to a generally extremely overtly sensitive audience.
True.
Court of public opinion can disseminate us without fear. Now, this is trust me, I believe this is how emancipated men should speak.
True.
From a place of freedom. What you witnessed was absolute freedom. I don't care about what you think. I don't care about your opinion. I don't care about reverts. I don't live in the court of public opinion. It's not virtual signaling. I spoke as only I can speak. Okay?
Yeah.
So however you interpret it, whatever revert you got back from it, again, is entirely your business.
Thank you. All right, guys, if you just join us, I'm in the studio with the legend Iyke and Kenneth Nwadike.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting the name right.
Oh, you're killing it now, though. He's killing it now.
And guys, it's 39 minutes after 6 o'clock. We're all the way here through to 7 p.m. And so you don't want to miss any aspect of this. I maybe a little later, just around 6:45, I'll open the phone lines and have you say hi or hello. We will do that before we call this a rap. It's a rap like Gilly. Let's take the conversation a bit easy. Yeah, easy and chill before we get back to serious business. What's your, and I'm going to ask Mr. Kenneth as well. So, Mr. Jim, you can answer this, and then Kenneth, you go after. Okay. What's a typical morning like for you when you're not on set?
Really, I don't give much. I have an extremely busy mind. My mind is always latching onto impossible goals. And I found out that 80% of the trouble I got into in my younger days was because I give my mind a little freedom to wander.
Oh.
Okay, there are people like that. You're looking at one of them. My mind has to be latched onto something creative and something that has a certain propensity to it, that requires a certain energy, even if it's me just sitting still and let the mind build. So the first order of business in the morning is first, I stay in a perpetual state of gratefulness and gratitude to God. Okay? I get down on my knees and I make a point of worship. My worship is different. I have a totally, I have a David mentality to worship.
Okay.
Which is the only one I cry to, I vent to, I pant to, and everything necessary is an array of human sentiments that I allow only my Creator to worship, to witness, and I think it can only happen first thing in the morning. That vent is what frees me for the rest of the day.
Wow.
And then after that, I let my mind wander. And in that wandering, we'll latch onto the task of the day. The venture of the day.
Wow.
So if it's business, we understand that this is how we're going to do it. I read to myself how I want myself to go, how I want my day to go. I build my day, recreate my day, file it in my mental archives, and follow it judiciously no matter what. So that if it doesn't end as planned, it is how I designed it. It is what I spoke about it.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
So I think that's my first order of morning.
Wow, and Kenneth, but that's great though. I mean, worship and allowing your mind to wander and then detecting how you want to see the day. You know, it's a powerful thing because God asked Job, after Job lamented and lamented, he said, have you commanded your morning?
Thank you.
And so Mr. Jim is doing that.
Yes, that's how it works.
I've learnt from you.
Yeah, you must
Tomorrow
go.
my mind will be wandering.
No, but first, go to source. Pull up to source.
Worship.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, you know the spirit with
Yes,
you.
yes.
Then when you have that in, then you command your day.
Ha. Thank you. Mr. Nwadike.
Yes.
Tell us about your morning.
To be honest, I think for me, I lost routine a long time ago.
You don't put your face in an ice bucket.
Because I realized that I was thinking about, what my last few years, I'm talking about 2-3 years, have been like. And it's been quite a roller coaster, to be honest. From being a non-working actor to a working actor.
Yeah, like back to back.
Now, it's been back to back for me, on set, within coming up of YouTube and all that. So it's been everyday work. And I like it that way because it takes me away from a lot of distractions. Right? So this is how we work over there. We sometimes close late from work. You see yourself coming back to your house 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And you have to get up in the morning and go out again, So when I wake up in the morning and start, doing my little prayer, because I'm not too, I'm not that religious person, but I communicate with my Creator straight up, I do it 5-10 minutes and I'm straight into the shower. Yeah, a little press up.
Oh, yeah, the workout, yes, of course.
I have to keep fit all the time. I do my press up, my jumping jacks, and then I jump into the shower and straight to work. I don't eat. I eat till like probably 1 p.m. That's when I do my eating in a day, and I eat once a day. So yeah, that's how my morning is.
Oh, you eat once a day?
Yes, I eat once a day.
I eat once a day too. I mean,
that
makes three of us.
That's the first thing. No, dude.
I eat
You
once.
look like you eat a lot of fufu go into you.
I actually eat once a day.
No.
Yeah, I
Trust
do
me,
eat once a
really
day.
creative people.
Yeah.
Because as food, it sounds like a disruptor for me. It doesn't. Once I eat, it's downhill. So I think my energy is pure and unbridled when I don't eat. So sometimes I don't want to share that space with food.
True.
Food begins to weigh me down. I begin to enjoy it. I begin to send signals to my head that the day is ending.
It's ending. I need to sleep.
No, I need to sleep. Then your subconsciousness takes over with the manipulation and tell you, you've tried today. Go home.
That's
relax. I don't chop now.
Yes. Take some time off.
These accounts are comfortable. These 2 hours will change anything. No, it doesn't work.
But aside that, to me, I think food is a scam.
Food is a scam. The human body is designed for just to eat once a day. And eat particular food.
Yeah.
So, and then of course, what you eat defines everything.
Yes.
The law of cumulative effects obviously will catch up with you every time you eat something wrong.
True.
There you go. I picked so much from this interview, and these are not things I think I've even put out there. Listening to you and watching you and hearing both of you, I'm actually realizing what it takes to be excellent, what it takes to be diligent, and it takes a lot of discipline. We've spoken about food, we've spoken about lifestyle, and I'm picking a lot. And so if you're listening, I'm sure you are picking a few things as well. If you are not, then you're missing out big time. It's not just the fun, but let's not forget that there's a film to go see. And I'm sure it's one of the reasons why you're in Ghana.
Oh, yes.
To push the sin.
Absolutely.
Is it the sin or just sin?
It's sin. Just
It's sin. It's sin.
Just sin.
Where can I stream this, or is it in the cinemas?
Sin came out today.
Oh, wow.
24th. It's
Wow.
right on Prime. So please, if you don't have an Amazon Prime Video subscription,
Go get it
I think
done.
you're sinning.
Yes.
Yeah, the wages will catch up with you.
Yes. Yes.
Let's define this economically. It's a game of numbers.
It is.
They beat us because they define the numbers. So every time there's a narrative, there's a conversation, they are at the forefront because they know how to run the numbers.
True.
They know how to manipulate the algorithms. So our people sit back and offer emotional, religious, cultural, and social support. No. You need to be in the play. You need to be in the economic narrative. The economic narrative is getting there and watch the film. Even if it's 5 seconds, you've registered.
True.
Okay? Because by so defining, I can tell you the economic implications. Over 2,700 actors worked on this project. That's 2,700 homes.
Wow.
This project fed.
Wow.
163 actors.
2,700?
Over 2,700 actors. Our club scenes alone embodied 500, 400 people per scene. We shot over the course of 1 week. Our crowd scene brought in that many number. When you see the array of stars on it, there were more superstars that did few scenes in this film because I said what I was going to do was bring super talents that are not necessarily overtly famous, but are extremely good at what they do. Okay, and that's what we went about doing, pulling them from different parts of the world. And 163 crew members were on my set, 13 departments. Each department had over 6-7 people on that. Some of the departments had up to 22 people, like art. Okay, that had 3 trucks. We were using 8 buses per day.
Wow.
We took 3 hotels. We shot in 3 countries.
It's crazy.
It's one project.
Wow.
So I need you to do the multiplying effect that if I pull 3 of these projects in the course of every 2 years, what we're talking about economically, the impact of it. So people don't understand that sin is not what we just want you to enjoy. Criticize, say, speak about tongue in cheek and say, oh, he's making money off it. Why should I be involved? You are, by ripple effect. You are. You have a cousin. You have a brother, you have a sister, a relative, a friend that dreams about this industry, that dreams about getting involved. How do you think to get involved if all of you are on YouTube?
True.
Is it true?
True.
Or are bickering in your small organization in different countries who you should collaborate with and who you should fight with. No, let's talk economically. It's a game of numbers. Let us learn to manipulate the algorithms to our advantage.
True.
They don't have the numbers. We do. Nigeria is dealing over 200 million. Of that, 60% are predominantly youth. Ghana is predominantly a youthful country. If 2% of Ghana stands behind this project, we're done. They'll be forced to listen to us every time we come to the table.
That's true.
It is not about me opening the doors. How many people can walk through that door with your support? Sin is more than a concept. It's a movement. It's a movement.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the gentleman yourself. I need not say so much. In Tree, we have an adage that says, "Se openi jari anansuasan." It means when the elderly is done bathing, there's no more water. Yes. So you have heard from the horse's own mouth. And before you go, I still want people to know that it's streaming. It came out today and it's streaming on Amazon Prime. If you do not have an account, get an account. And the good thing is with Amazon Prime, you can actually get to pay in Ghana cedis. I did mine yesterday.
Please, how much is it? I just want context.
It's you have different packages, and I'm checking right from my email.
It's Prime though. This one is at the premium.
Yes, premium. Yes. It's very simple. Let me pull it up. Why is the DJ playing a film? So I got it. Okay, Prime Video. I need to go back to my payment, but it just says start watching, so I pretty much just start watching.
Basically, before he pulls, I would say it's usually an amount that by the time
It's $3 a month.
Jeez, man,
That's chicken change.
3 months.
Yeah,
Not weeks.
for a month.
So come on, you can invest $3.
Yeah, $3 a month.
You can invest $3. That's less than Banku and Lyso.
Yeah, that's actually even less than Spotify. Spotify is 5.20.
So that's the point. For voluntary music, you can listen. Then you have to buy it for another one.
Yes.
This sustains you for a month. Of supporting one of your own.
Yeah.
And enjoying content, various content as well.
And what I love about Prime is when you put the cursor, or if you're using a television and you pause it, it reminds you of the actors and their names. It gives you information.
Visibility.
Yeah. And that's
all the fight we've been fighting. So that every time there's a chance for you to pause and look and say, damn, that's a damn good film. You remember your own did it.
Yes.
And there's no white face down. Oh, we had one white face, but she's basically in Nigeria. We took an Israeli and turned her to a Nigerian.
I want to ask you, would you be able to share how much it cost you?
I signed an NDA.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, nobody has signed my budget yet.
Wow.
Defined. Nobody. As I sat across those sea of white faces and I was signing, they told me, something extraordinary is about to happen. And we know that you can do this because we've not taken this risk yet with anybody. And don't forget, I didn't sign one, I signed a trilogy.
Wow.
So it's part 1 and 2. We're drained, we're exhausted. Part 3, early next year, we'll start. And I'm making a promise to this land. My part 1 and 2 didn't have them for one chief reason. So they have a list.
Okay.
On that list are certain names you can only work with. I couldn't circumvent it. Unfortunately, please don't take this badly. I never apologize, but I think this time I'm going to weigh my words carefully and tailor my words. There's no Ghanaian actor on that list.
Why?
This is the question that's for you guys to answer. Because I can sit here and tell you over 10 names that deserving to be on that list.
True.
But I think they've allowed politics supersede the real gift or the real reason why that space was gifted to them, because it's a gift very freely.
Can you explain further?
From first class information that's come to us, there was a certain time where there was a collaboration between Nigerians and Ghanaians that was heading for better waters. And we all invested our emotions and our economy in that collaboration. And we didn't need anybody with ulterior motives or the politics or the naysayers to come between us, because it was thriving and working organically. And it was going for higher ground. People, some of your biggest talent came from that collaboration.
Very true.
Some of them. True. They were in obscurity till that collaboration. Why end it? Because somebody spoke the wrong word and somebody got emotional. Now, this is the difference between us and you. We don't get emotional about money. I can sit here and do business with my worst enemy and still not be in a social circle. But everybody wants to be involved with everybody's insecurities. Can we have a common ground where we say, F our personal life, let's focus on the ball? As a collective, we'll move. As a collective, we can force any leadership to sit down. We force leadership to sit down on our place. We force superstructures to sit down in our place. We force narratives across Africa to sit down on our place, because we went as a consensus. If they learned the principle and power behind the consensus, they would not have messed up that collaboration. And then since that time, it's been downhill.
It has.
Am I wrong or right?
You're right.
So when we came to that conversation as to, I want ABC in there, they said no, not for proper lead roles. Now, if I were to bring them in as walk-ons or cameo appearances or guest appearances, it will not be worth my while economically flying down there, taking them, when locally I can have bigger names position themselves for it. So that is what robbed us of that chance. But that is also the reason I was more than motivated as ever to make sure 1 and 2 is a success. So that by the time I'm done, and I've done it, I control the narratives for the next history that will be set.
Wow. Okay, so, well, I don't know if Corey, you caught this one, but if you did, I know. Yeah, people will come at you though.
Oh, no. Well, hey,
I know when we put the video out, people will.
I think if they know it's me, nobody will bother. Because they know I couldn't care less. A lot of them are friends. I won't call friends, but I say a lot of them are cool. I'm cool with Jackie. I'm cool with a couple of them that I can tell the truth. I've never heard them say anything more than what I just surmised. I mean, they even said they use stronger words.
Yeah.
You see, anybody, that's the thing, that you need to understand that dealing with the truth is not easy. It's not comfortable.
True.
And once you can stare the truth in the face, I think you solved half the problem.
That's true.
They're super talents here. I didn't say they were not.
Yes.
What did I say that was out of pocket? They're super talents here. I've always glorified the talent here. There's no time I sit in front of a mic or a camera that I don't say, listen, I've worked with the length and breadth of your talent. Super talent. Make me get my acting chops on. When that collaboration was there, I was motivated every day by your sheer brilliance. What is the problem then? It's outside external forces that came in to tell the gifted people you're not good enough by fringing and feeding on their insecurities and fears. And then they succumb to it. And as a collective, they realize their problem. But then there's ego and pride to be surmounted. And every time you bring those emotions into business, it does not go well.
That's true.
We can surmount it easily. I've done business with people that I can barely stand. That is not ego playing. That is common sense.
That is.
And it's that simple. So what did I say that's out of context that they don't know already? Somebody just had to have the balls to say it.
I am happy I was able to push you to clarify and say it twice. Because, yes, I don't want the tabloids to change whatever you said. Because what you said is actually what it is. And if we will take out our emotions and embrace it, that is power right there. That is us reigniting something that I don't think is dead yet. I think we've just left it
May
lying.
I also just add a little thing?
Yes, go ahead.
Do you know the government of this land is far more enthusiastic about supporting the industry than our own? Now let me indict our people. They are far more, because you know I'm extremely close to the leadership. Okay, these are my brothers. I sit in the deepest confinement, you know, and I hear the gist. I hear things people even in this land are not privy to. I've sat down with meetings, and I could not. The energy in the ground is contagious.
Wow.
Like, show us something. But who invests when you've got nothing to show?
That's true.
Show us something, and they'll come out en masse. We have shown, our government still didn't come out. But these people are ready to support you. They see it as a pride and joy. And don't forget the competitiveness. Healthy, by the way, it's Nigeria. So they want one place where they can win a little bit. And by God, were you winning when that collaboration was on?
That's true.
There are times I've sat down and I've said, who is my co-actor? Or who am I doing with? They say, no, you're dealing with that Ghanaian dude. I'm like, hey, I thought is this. We were making a play for our people, like, hey. So we're losing our roles. We're losing our place to these people. And let me tell you, we're not losing it because it was some sort of economic empowerment. No. They were that good.
They were good, actually.
They were that good. I used to sit down, do movies with these guys, and then people that I just play with, now I'm sitting up like, okay, this guy's really good. I have to shine.
Wow.
I haven't had to get petty about it once in a while. Because, it's now live competitiveness. He's really that good. I can't write him off. If I don't sit up in the next 2-3 years, they're hearing this. I'm competing with this guy. So what happened?
Wow. What happened is the big question that needs an answer. But I'm happy we're talking about competition. I mean, but when it comes to jollof, let's just agree.
We're not agreeing.
We don't have to go far.
Dude, I like you a lot, man. Don't go there.
No, I think, I mean, to be honest.
People have lost their access into our land for saying this.
I know, but with the jollof.
And one phone call, when you enter Nigeria, things will happen. Don't go there. I love this land. I don't want the problem. You know? Anytime they ask me,
have you eaten jollof?
I plead the fifth. I played the thing. And I've eaten my vast travels. I've traveled the world. I've eaten Senegalese, Kenyan. They've replicated it across different cultures.
That's true.
I made a point of eating even Portuguese jollof. I've eaten all the jollof rices.
Yeah, but Ghana's jollof.
One supreme. There can only be one on top.
Which is Ghana.
There can't be one. There can't be two. We like you people. We love you people. You know this is my land.
Which other
but second place is not that bad.
Second is
Tell me why? Has your dad ever quarreled you for taking second?
But the last,
that was happy one time.
the last Jollof competition, the last but one Ghana won, and then the other one.
Americans. They've been having tasteless food all their life. When did they wake up and start? Who ate this food? Americans now. It's Americans. They even have spices for 2 decades, for 2 centuries. How can people that don't eat spices wake up now? Because they were blessed with one land that gave them passport. They are mad at us because we didn't give them passport. That's why. I hope
leave
you know.
this here.
There's an economic undertone to this empowerment. Okay, we brought people that have had spices all their life, that have eaten a variety, and they came out. And the one person defined Nigerian jollof rice, and I quote: "There's nothing more tantalizing to the taste bud of a human like when you lift a spoonful of jollof rice and place it on your tongue, and your taste buds riot in disruption of the absolute celestial taste of what the
Ghanaian
ingredients
jollof.
Jollof rice defines." Full stop. I drop the mic.
That's it.
Okay. But I'm sure this person didn't taste Ghanaian jollof before eating it from Nigerian.
He's Ghanaian American.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Okay.
I could quote names, but people will probably kick him out and revoke his passport.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Producers are waving at me, saying it's time. But I want you to give your final comments, your thoughts. Mr. Kenneth, sorry you haven't said much.
I'm good.
Yeah, we just keep going and
I'm
going.
good. I'm learning. You know? I told you, every moment with Jim.
I want you to give your share your final thoughts with the listeners. And Jim, you can do same, and we wrap it up.
Amen. Kenneth Nwadike here, and thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
I believe we've said a lot, and there's a lot to learn. We've shared a lot, but most importantly, sin is here. You know, I need you all to come out in Marks for sin. You know, I want you to come out tomorrow.
Absolutely.
You know,
Accra Mall.
Accra Mall.
Accra Mall. Come out and, you know, let's meet, let's talk, let's greet, let's take pictures, and then show you a glimpse of what sin is all about, and then leave you to rush and go and subscribe. You know, but most importantly, thank you for having me in Ghana.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Akwaba. And I make sure I make arrangements for you before you leave. If you want food, if you want to hang out,
we know where you're going.
But anything you
Leave
need.
this matter. We know where you're going. It's okay.
Oh, it's about food. It's about food. It's about the culture. I want you to taste
my brother.
Ghanaian culture.
We know these things.
Okay.
You can't hide under media and be doing this thing. Let's have a private conversation outside later. My brother is open.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, Jim.
Well, listen, Mr. Nwadike is a superstar. We saw it before he started. You're going to confirm it after Sin. He is the next generation. You can't take it away from him. I'm here to celebrate the next level. I'm now sitting back as the person that opened the doors, and it's always been important to me who walked through that door. Okay? He is the next generation. The sooner you recognize it, the better. Come tomorrow, 25th, Accra Mall, watch Sin. I keep telling you, I can't describe it, I can't define it. It's an experience. So come and experience what we call Sin.
All right. Come and experience what we call Sin. Coming up is Christabel Success Trevor with the news update. I know that we've eaten 4 minutes into that time, but forgive us. When you have the greatest with you, you don't rush the time. You take hold of the time and you use it. Thank you so much, gentlemen. And let's do this once again. I'll be in Lagos soon.
Please tell us.
I'll be in Lagos.
We'll deposit what is left of you when you're going back again. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Guys, it's been the 3FM Drive right here on 3FM 92.7. Keep it locked. It's your urban lifestyle radio. Enjoy.